This is how you make friends as an introvert. Let's see here. Excuse my poor handwriting. Let's see. How to make friends as an introvert. Number one, quick step, is you have to self-reflect. I know this sounds boring, but it's just necessary. And let me tell you why it is very important that you self-reflect. Because you have to understand if you're likable or not. Now, how do you know if you're likable? I don't know. That's why this is important, because you're self-reflecting. You know, maybe when you lie down in bed, and you're just, laying in bed about to sleep, you need to, why is he floating? And think, am I likable? So if you're likable, you just have to think about a couple of things. If you're interacting with any person, does it seem like that person is enjoying the interaction with you? And if they are, think about what it is that makes you likable, what it is that they enjoy being. Yeah, I mean, that's the first step. Second step is getting good at small talk. It sucks, really. Honestly, I hate small talk because I don't know, it just makes me feel so ingenuine. Because I'm talking to a stranger that I know nothing about. But this is how you can instantly improve your small talk skills. So small talk is designed for you to just get to know a person better, right? And to get to know a person, you have to be genuinely interested in them. And that's the key concept. Genuine interest. Oh my handwriting. Okay, genuine interest. What does that mean? This means that you ask questions that you are actually curious about. Don't ask like dumb things that you don't really care. And because you'll end up in a situation where you ask them and then they're telling you their story or like whatever your question was, and you don't remember, you don't care at all, and you just zone out. Yeah, just don't do that. Ask questions that you're genuinely interested in. Now, what does this look like? Let's say two people meet and they're meeting for the first time, and it's a little awkward, right? But if you're meeting someone, you're most likely not meeting someone out of nowhere, right? You're most likely in a certain situation where you were forced to be together. Let's say it's like a group project for school. Now, what could you ask that you're genuinely interested in about this person that would help you make small talk? If you don't know their name yet, ask for their name. Even if you do know their name, just ask again so that you can establish that you know their name. So it's Bob and Dodd, right? Dodd is going to ask Bob, oh, hey, your name was Bob, right? And then Bob is going to feel acknowledged and be like, yeah, I'm Bob. Humans are interesting. Once you get to know each other's name, you automatically connect a level higher than regular strangers. Once you know their name, you can lead into more small talk. You have to be a little observant here, which you probably are as an introvert, right? You know, maybe you saw Bob doing something or saw Bob. Let's say you play a game on your phone. Let's say you play Clash Royale and you see Bob also playing Clash Royale. That's the easiest small talk you can make. Be like, yo, how how many trophies do you have? And then you guys just start talking about Clash. And you're genuinely interested because it's also a game that you like to play. It's just that easy. But there are gonna be times where it's not that easy. And you're gonna have to kind of force it a little. All right, this is just the example I came up with. So it's like a group project, right? You could just simply ask, hey, like, what are you good at? It's important for a group project to know what they're good at, right? To see like how to distribute the project. And then it's also a good question to know what their potential hobbies are. Hey, what are you good at? And then Bob is gonna say, oh, like design or whatever, right? Boom. That's the answer you're looking for right there. And then you're like, oh, design, cool. And do you do designs at home? Like it's just there's infinite possibilities basically. But Remember, important thing is that you have to be genuinely interested. If you don't care that this guy is good at design, then it doesn't really work. So I guess a small subtopic for getting good at small talk is actually caring. Be less selfish. And I know that sounds a little harsh, but I don't mean it in a bad way. But introverts, since we're used to being alone, a lot of things are about like ourselves. So you do have to make an effort to be less selfish so that you can actually get to know people. Number three, I kind of mentioned this before. Number three, probably the most important, you need to have hobbies. And I'm talking about real hobbies, not just like doom scrolling on TikTok or Instagram. You need to have real hobbies that you can connect with people on. Let's take a sport, for example. My favorite sport, basketball. Let's say you're on the grind, you're having your own little workout, you're playing basketball, whatever, training your threes, nice, swish, boom. And then you see some people. You know, they needed one more person, so they're like, hey, let's play twos. And you play basketball with them, and then that's it. I mean, and then you get to know them better. You go back to the previous step, small talk. But hey, what's your name? Oh wow, you're really good at basketball. How long have you been playing? Blah blah blah, right? Oh, what school do you go to? Do you come here often? It's just so easy when you have hobbies to make new friends. And the thing you guys have to understand is that having even one friend opens you up to a whole new opportunity to have multiple friends. Because one friend could lead to another friend through a mutual, which could lead to a group of friends, and it's just infinite. You have to understand that um, people are connected in a network. That's why making your first friend is probably harder than making the rest of your friends. For hobbies other than sports, even if your hobby is watching TV or watching shows, watching Peak like Better Call Saul, even if your hobby is something you do alone, it the important thing is that it gives you something to talk about. And since you're so passionate about the show, if you see someone else mentioning it, if you see someone else mentioning it or even hinting that they watched the show, then you can just talk to this person. You can just go up to this person and be like, "Oh, hey, I watched that show too." And then you guys can like talk about your favorite characters, the favorite episode, what you guys hated about the show, and that's how you connect. Um, and then you meet one person, you meet another person. That's all you need to do to make friends as an to make friends as an introvert. So to recap, I forgot to give you guys the sociology lesson, so the psychology lesson this video. So I'm gonna do that now. I don't actually know the name for this phenomenon, but um, let me just explain. When you meet someone you know, so let's say that's you should always, this is important, you should always act very happy to see the person you're seeing. So when you first see them, you can be like, oh my gosh. Okay, don't do that actually. Just be like super excited, like, yo, what's up? Like, I haven't seen you in so long. Whatever, right? Basically what that does is makes them feel good. It makes them feel good because they see that you're so excited to meet them, and that would make anyone feel good, right? So now they feel good, and then because they feel good, they'll give you the same energy back. The more you do it, like every time you see this person, the more they'll be conditioned to to feel happier to see you. Say you do this like 4 times 20 days. 20 days. Even if you don't do anything, they'll still be super excited to see you because of what you've been training their mind to think, which sounds kind of unethical, but it's not if you are actually excited to see them in the first place. So that's the lesson for today. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. I think, night, whatever. Bye-bye. So to recap, you need to self-reflect to see if you're likable and see if you can actually talk to people in the first place without making them feel uncomfortable. Don't make people uncomfortable, guys. Maybe we'll cover that in a different video. Second step, getting good at small talk. It takes practice, of course, but you can actually get better at really quickly. You can actually improve really quickly by learning the key concept of having genuine interest and being less selfish. And then the third step, final step, is to have real hobbies. Which sounds like a diss. It sounds like I'm dissing you guys. I'm not, I promise. It's just because this third step of having hobbies is really important to know what you're passionate about so that you can connect with people that you share the same passion with. And if you don't know your passion yet, I'm going to cover that in the next video. Awesome. Bye bye.